Hello everybody, and thank you very much for watching this video. You're working from home and you're using only DeX setup, so obviously you will need to do a conference calls with the video, with a webcam or some sort of a thing. And in this video I will demonstrate Zoom meeting app and how it's working. So can you repeat again, because I wasn't listening at all. I already done a video about Zoom meeting app quite a while ago, but obviously right now nearly everybody starts using it, so I decided to do a bit of refresher video, demonstrate for you how it's all working, how to set up, and what's at performance if you're working from home and you're using only DeX and you need to do these conference calls, and what if you're going to use your DeX setup with Zoom meeting app. My setup is quite simple-ish. I'm going to use my Galaxy Tab S6 connected to ultra-wide monitor. It's going to be as the client 1, and Note 9 connected to NextDock 2, and this is going to be a client 2. So what we're going to do is basically right now get all this set up. Right, let's start by launching a Zoom app on my, is the keyboard on? Yes, on. Zoom app on the main device. So I'm running Zoom app on my DeX setup, and right now it just gives me an option to new meeting, join, schedule, or share screen. And on the bottom I do have options for meet and chat, meetings, contacts, and setup. In the setup I do have a basic account, and there is a paid version and a free version of Zoom meeting app. A free version will give you up to 100 participants and 45 minutes limit, I do believe. And obviously, if you want to chat for longer, you will have to pay. For my work and when I'm home, if I need to call my team or anybody, obviously I'm using a phone or I'm using Skype. And sometimes, yes, I have a call with my team over Zoom app because I just like the features, screen sharing on it, and a whiteboard and etc. And I'll demonstrate that for you. But this 45 minutes for me personally is plenty, because I don't really want to speak to my team for more than 45 minutes. I just give them a call, explain what needs to be done. They explain and give me updates. 20-30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes later, all done. But if you're having a big corporate calls and you need to speak to the client or suppliers for longer periods of time using Zoom, obviously you will have to make a payment. I don't really know. Let me quickly check. What is the payment of the what's this called? The full version of the Zoom. So let's quickly Zoom pricing. So let's have a quick check. Prices and plans on Zoom. So free plan, okay, yes, I accept. Goes on a free plan is going to have 100 participants, unlimited one-to-one meeting. And the one-to-one meeting, that's, like I said, that's plenty for me because I'm just phoning my team. It's not like everybody joining, it's just having a one-to-one conversation, which is perfect for me. 40 minutes limit of the group chat, and unlimited numbers of meetings, so I can have one meeting after another, which is fine by me. But let's say if you want to use a Pro, Business, or Enterprise. So Pro is going to be £12, in Business and Enterprise will be £16, British pounds. And obviously this is all you need. And meeting limit is 24 hours on the Pro version. So I don't really think anybody will go and chat for longer than 24 hours in one sit down. Somebody might do that. I don't really know, but it's £12. For me personally, one-to-one and free version is plenty. Right, let's go back. So I have Zoom running on my main DeX, and I'll quickly run Zoom from my Note 9 on the NextDock 2. So right now NextDock 2 is started. Let me quickly shift the camera this way. You'll be able to see exactly what's going on the both screens. I do have separate two accounts created. I have one created for this and one for that. You can use their Gmail account. I do believe, obviously you can use an ordinary email and a password. And I think there's another option. I can't remember another option, but basically I use the Google account, sign in with the Google account, and it's all worked fine. So let's actually start the meeting. So just before starting the meeting, I'll make sure that the volume on both devices are down, because I don't want to get white noise and looping and the noise happening between all the mics. Right, so for me to start the meeting on the main desktop, I'm going to say new meeting, click on this orange button, and it's going to give me, do I want to start with a video call? And this is my personal meeting ID. and I can share this meeting ID with the who I want to talk to. So let's say I turn the meeting ID on. I'm going to say start the meeting. So meeting is connecting, and here we go. I do have a meeting running on my DeX setup, on my main DeX. Let's go on the Next Dock 2 with the Note 9, and I open the join meeting. And when you click on the join meeting, it gives you an option to enter the meeting ID, which I need to enter this. I can't see right now on the screen, so I need to click with the mouse inside this window. I'm going to say 928-656 dash and the 3912. So this is my meeting ID. Okay, let's click OK. And on the Next Dock 2, I do have a couple options. Don't connect to audio, so it means it automatically connects with the muted mic. And turn off my video, I turn that on. So it just connects, but I don't produce any sound. I'm not showing my face to this meeting. So click join the meeting. So preparing for meeting, connecting. And bingo, on the main one I got the message saying Mr. P has entered the waiting room for this meeting. Lately Zoom app and the meetings got Zoom-barded, or what's this other word they invented. So basically there is a people who guessing the meeting ID numbers and trying to jump into the conversation of other people just to show their dick pics or something. So Zoom developers made this, I do believe at the moment is already on, to be every single person who joins jumps straight away into a waiting room. Waiting room is basically a waiting room. You arrive to this meeting, you connected, and you sit in the waiting room, and the host, which is basically this device, get a notification that there's a new member in the waiting room ready or wants to join, and then you're like, I don't know this guy, Mr. P. He looks a bit shady, so I can see what's in the waiting room, or admit. Admit is basically means I accept this person to join this this communication setup. So I'm going to say what's in the meeting room. And currently in the meeting room I have myself, and one is waiting. So I can admit, or just going to leave it there. So I'm going to say yes, admit that I wanted to join. I want this guy to join. So it's right now joining, goes back, and right now I do have the participant. So the bottom one is the Next Dock 2, and the top one, I do believe this is the main device. I think that's what it is. Right, let's do a screen share. So let me quickly get this on this side. So I hope this camera actually, let's go this side. Let's leave it there. I just want to make sure that the camera can pick it up what is going on. So let's actually enlarge this, and obviously Next Dock 2 already have the meeting connected. So Next Dock 2, I'm going to say, yeah, start the video call. So I'm starting a video call, and here we are. This is me, and I'm showing my face to everyone. And obviously right now what I've done with the Next Dock 2 setup, I have Next Dock 2, Note 9 powering the DeX setup. Actually, I can move this phone mount slightly lower. Here we go. And phone camera is being used as the webcam, and I can basically have a chat and obviously see what's happening in the meeting. And on the Next Dock 2, I do have a small camera thumbnail showing exactly what the camera is displaying, so I can see if this is showing on this, or like a small thumbnail, it means that all the video is working. So right now on the main one, I click and I'm going to say start the meeting, and as you can see, it's a bit showing sideways because the tablet is basically on the landscape. So if I want to do the same thing with the tablet, I would need some sort of a tripod where I can put the tablet in a portrait mode, in a portrait vertical orientation, then the camera will fine. At the moment, as you can see, the camera is a bit like on the side. So everything is happening fine. Let me try to turn the mic on. So I do have a mic running on the main desktop. So I will make this go louder, and I'll make the volume on this go louder. So hopefully I should be able to pick up the audio. So audio is not coming through. I think my setup is wonky. Let's try the other way. I want to join with the audio. Yes, please. So I'm choosing on the Next Dock 2. Go with the audio. So something is happening. Okay, hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, it's the sound is looping. But here we go. I am using my Note 9 mic to push the audio. I'm not sure why it's all right. I do have this Bluetooth speaker with a wire connected to my tablet 6. That's why tablet 6 not producing the mic audio. But if I disconnect that, obviously it's going to work fine. At the moment, I'm just going to use this as the output of this meeting, and it's going in the loop. Okay, so right, let's turn the mic off on the Next Dock 2. So mic is muted, and obviously I'm gonna mute this mic, let's say, but yeah, audio is gonna go between all these two devices. Next thing on the bottom of the bits, obviously right now I do have 3 dots. I can move around just to see the main guy who's talking one-on-one, saying hello, how are you all doing? Where is my task? Hurry up. Pronto, pronto, pronto. I need stuff done now. So I'm having a conversation with one of my team members like this way. And if I go all the way to this side, I have a save drive mode. Basically, it's if you join in this communication while you're driving, you can tap this to speak. So you press this, you say, hello, I want to have a chat, and microphone goes on. You've done what you need to do, you finish talking, and the host person can mute your mic remotely, but you're still going to have to approve it, as you will get a pop-up notification on your screen saying the so-and-so person wants to mute your mic, and you say, okay, fine. Just in case if you're talking a lot of shit, the host can basically mute you, but you need to agree. Okay, so as you can see, I have two communications happening, two videos showing up, but right now what I will do, I will show you this. So let me quickly get the window bigger, because this portion will display the screen of this DeX. So right now on the Next Dock 2 at the bottom, if I click on here, there's a share button. If I click on this, it's going to give me photos, documents, box, Dropbox, Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive for Business, web URL, bookmark screen, and a share board. So I'm going to go one by one now using the Next Dock 2, and hopefully you'll be able to see on this monitor on here what is going on. So on the Next Dock 2, I'll click on the same button where it says share, and the first one was photos. So if I click on a photo, and I'll give a permission to this app to access my photos. If I click on the gallery, and right now, let's say I'll go and I'll show you, for example, this photo. So I click on that, and right now, you go, I am casting this photo to everyone who joined. Obviously right now, because it's a free version, it's one-to-one, so that person is seeing. But you go, I can show this photo. I'm going to say, listen, I told you, let's say iPhones is not allowed. So there's an iPhone on my desk. Yeah, I do have an iPhone. This is a work phone. But I draw around and I'm going to say, what's this? And by the way, why are you listening for this music? And I'm drawing on the line on this photo, or I can use a spotlight. So it's as like a red dot saying like a laser thing. I'm going to say, right, okay, what's this? Like this thing needs to be sorted, and make sure these headphones are somewhere, etc., etc. I can obviously draw a line if I want to. So I'm drawing a line saying this border, you can do nothing here. I can do a rectangle, oval shapes, add a text, erase, and obviously change the color on all these highlights and watermarks. So when that's done, I click back on my meeting. Oops, I click back on the meeting, and at the bottom, when you start sharing, the share button will change into red X, which is going to say stop sharing. I'm going to say, yep, stop sharing, and the photos finish sharing, and we jump back into this video conferencing. Let's go back to a share button, and obviously documents will be do the same. You can show PDFs, I think, only. You'll not be able to do the Word or Excel. I think, let me actually try. I think it's only allows to do a PDF format files. It's not allowing to run the the Excel and Word files. I think that's what it is. Let me quickly, I'll quickly, just give me 2 seconds. I'll quickly gonna find something banners, etc. Images. No, I don't have any Word files handy, or Word files that I would allow or be allowed to show you. But let's say, yeah, Word files. I do believe it's only PDF. Third one option is a box. Box is a cloud storage service. So box, Dropbox, Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive, and Microsoft OneDrive for Business will do the same thing. You just select a file from these services and it's going to show you on the screen. Next one after that is a web URL. When you click on web URL, it's going to give you a small window with the address line. So you can put a web address. So let's say you don't want to show any of your browser on your device, but you need to show a specific website. So you can copy this link, paste in here, and it's going to show you only this website with built-in browser of Zoom. So I'm using right now Reddit's Samsung DeX subreddit group as example. I've clicked share, and right now this will change into this website. So right now I'm loading a website, Samsung DeX website, and obviously it's opening in the mobile version because it's the DeX and it's browser things that I'm on a mobile. So I'm just going to choose go into a desktop site, and here we go, opening a desktop site. It should catch up, but it's showing right now all the version of the Reddit. But let's say I'll go to google.com, I click enter, and I'm using built-in website. So obviously right now showing Google enter, and I'm going to say weather in Cardiff. That's where I am based, and right now we currently have 23 degrees, which is actually in Cardiff. It's very, very, very well here in Wales, but because of a lockdown, we're not allowed to go, and I don't really want to go outside. And so stay safe and stay at home, save lives. Don't be a dick and just go outside. So right now, like you see, I finished broadcasting the screen. At the bottom where it used to be a share button, right now it says stop sharing, and I jump back to video, and obviously the conversation is still happening between Mr. P on here, Mr. P on here, and obviously I'm Mr. P speaking to you. After the web URL is a bookmarks. Bookmarks is just basically saving what's it called, a bookmarks for you during the meetings. Next one is screen, but screen I'll leave last. I'll continue with the last option, which is share the whiteboard. So when you click the share whiteboard, obviously the screen goes into white, and I do have an options, the same ones that I had with the editing photos. I can basically draw a thing and delete a thing. So let's say I'll start drawing something. So here we go. This is how please create this van in, I don't know, in Blender, and let's call it A-Team or something. Here we go. So draw masterpiece, and obviously everybody can see during this meeting what kind of an amazing artist I am. So clear all the drawing, and there is a basic options. Clear all the drawing. If I want to save to what's this called, the album, and there is another option called smart recognition, which I do believe if I'll draw the box, it should detect something like a box or lines being made much straight instead of wonky if you're drawing this on the with the trackpad. So stop this, and the last one which I want to show you is screen share. So as soon as I press screen share on the next dock, I'm getting a message saying, do you want to cast the screen? So basically it's the same message that you will get if you want to screen record on Android device with Android 10 and higher. The same is happening on the Tab 6 of Android 9 version, but message slightly different. But that pretty much is the same thing. So I'm saying, yeah, I want to cast the screen. So right now what you see on here is what my DeX Next Dock 2 is showing. So if I minimize this, and it should show, here you go, what you see here is a DeX screen of this DeX, if that makes sense. So let's say I'm having a conversation one-to-one with my developer. I'm going to say, listen, look, I went to this so-and-so folder and I can't find the file. Do you want to do a screen share? If you want to do a screen share, here we go. I'll demonstrate for you. I go into SD card, I go into a downloads, and as you can see, downloads is empty. So I can do a screen share, demonstrate files or etc. So even I can demonstrate for someone who's using DeX but doesn't know certain features. I'm going to say, oh, look, this is why it's not happening on your device. You need to go to this bottom, click on this icon. You will see DeX Labs, click on a DeX Labs and make sure the force apps to resize is on. If I can demonstrate this like a customer service thing, I can demonstrate if this is how this should work. Once I'm done, I need to activate the Zoom app again. And once I've finished with the screen share, I need to click stop the screen share, and obviously everything will go back to as it was with one camera, two cameras showing two people talking to each other. The other bits I will show you. The main one is the participants. If I click on participants, it's going to show me all the participants that's happening or right now joined with their current status of the video and mic. So right now video and mic is on, video is on, mic is off. I can obviously rename this dude if I want to, but I'm going to leave as Mr. P. And under more section, I have the option to clap or wave, thumbs up, disconnect audio, chat in the meeting. And there is another option on the client side. So there is, this is host and this is client. On a client, it has an option raise hand. So let's say if there is 50 people having a conversation in this and you want to have a chat, you raise the hand. So I'm going to click raise my hand. I get a notification here saying Mr. P raised the hand. I click on that and I do have an option saying, okay, Mr. P raised the hand. Okay, I click on that and I can say lower hand. It means that's it. You raise the hand. I'm not going to give you permission to talk. Bye. But then there's unmute. Unmute is basically, that's what I said. Mute or unmute. Host can mute or unmute your microphone, but you will still need to accept the permissions. So I'm going to say unmute the mic and the client will get a message saying, right, host is giving me permission to unmute the mic. You ready to talk? And I'm going to say yes, click, and I'll start giving my amazing ideas to the team that is having conversation. Make a host, chat, stop video, rename, put to a waiting room. Okay, Mr. P, you had enough, chill out. I'll put you, excuse me, I'll put you to a waiting room. You need to chill out for a second. And I'm going to just say, okay, lower your hand. You don't really need to talk to me. I'm going to lower your hand. And this is the Zoom meeting app. I use Skype quite a lot, speak to my team members when I need to have a conversation with more than one. But there is sometimes when I need to have a chat with my team and these kind of things like share the photo, share the web URL, share the screen on DeX, and especially when I can annotate on the screen and also on the whiteboards and the photos. This helps me a lot. Skype don't think has these kind of features, so it is a bit of a downside for me. I'm using Skype, but Zoom app is brilliant. One more thing I like to mention about the Zoom app, the privacy. There's a lot of posts happening at the moment online, and even Google told the staff stop using Zoom app, which they're saying there is a problem with the privacy. Yes, but how many stuff or how much stuff the actual what's this called, the Google itself knows about you. So it is a bit like you need to give something to get something back. But anyway, be careful using this. Or if you go on the app, let me quickly show it to you. So if I go to right, let's end this meeting. End this meeting. So everybody's going home. Meeting is finished. If you go to settings and you click to meetings, it should give you an option somewhere here should be an option. I can't remember. Always show video. Okay, preview. No, thank you. Save driving mode. That's what I was talking about. One of the slides on the left where you need to press to talk. So save driving mode. There is chat. There should be an option. I can't remember where, but there is an option to make sure that everybody goes into a meeting, into a waiting room before they can jump in. Show, always. I can't remember. Apologies. I can't remember where I found it. Edit this meeting. Okay, here we go. You go into meetings and it says edit this meeting, and that is the slide. So enable the waiting room, and I have a turn on. This means every new participant will be stayed in a waiting room until I approve it. So please make sure you have this one on if you're planning to use the Zoom meeting app for a top secret information. So just in case if someone will try to join in and snoop around. So thank you much for watching. I hope this video was helpful and informative. And let me know in the comment section below what you think about this. Maybe you're using Skype for DeX, how you're using Skype on DeX, and just let's make sure that Samsung DeX will not die, because I don't want this to go away. Samsung DeX is an amazing thing. Anyway, I'm blabbing away already for like more than 25 minutes. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget, stay at home, stay safe. Don't go outside, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.